We had free and fair elections, and the result was what you now know.
Zimbabwe celebrated the end of white minority rule when Robert Mugabe was elected Prime Minister in 1980. Praised as a freedom fighter against colonialism, he spent 10 years in jail from 1964 for being a member of a banned nationalist party. On his release, he fled to Mozambique, from where he launched a guerrilla war on the Rhodesian government of Ian Smith. It forced Smith to negotiate, resulting in the 1979 Lancaster House Agreement, and cemented Mugabe's political future. He took over a country which, at the time, was one of Africa's richest, with the economy booming and living standards on the rise. The country once had the most successful education system in the region. Zimbabwe still has one of the highest adult literacy figures on the African continent, at some 90%. In this speech, he hit out at former colonial rulers Britain.
My people are my machine gun. Dakamira ipapa ditsukunuke.
Yet for many, Mugabe's rule was marred by violent crackdowns on the opposition and excessive government control of the economy. In 2000, the president seized land belonging to white farmers, who held 70% of farmland at that time. Mugabe then divided it up amongst his supporters. After those seizures, the economy shrank by 50% in 8 years. Inflation shot up, and more than 80% of the population now live below the poverty line. Nevertheless, Mugabe refused to return to the capitalist policies advocated by the West.
There will never be a regime change here. There will always be.
Mugabe was also ruthless in crushing his rivals, ordering the beating of opposition leader Morgan Tsvangirai. The two men would later work together after the disputed 2008 presidential elections. Mugabe refused to quit and instead struck a deal to share power with Tsvangirai as Prime Minister, but without giving him much clout over policy. While the West viewed Mugabe as a dictator, many Africans lauded him as a hero, as one of the few men prepared to stand up to the continent's old colonial masters.